Well, there's a couple of things, two to start with, that we need to perhaps take a look at and begin speaking about loud and clear. Because of the two things that are actually controlling our lives, controlling the external part of our lives and the internal part, both. And those two things are religion and politics. Both things are obviously man invented. We came up with this idea of God, and it has been refined over the years. From at one time way back, from what I understand, we had a God of fire, water, who knows, God of everything. And then finally it got condensed into one God. But even that's not really true. Seemingly the Muslims have one and the Christians have one, and everybody has a different opinion. And in the domain of religion, there's 4,200 of them on our planet, all of which are the right one. I mean, they're the only one you're going to get to heaven, each one of them. And then when we have politics, we have, well, here in America at least, we have essentially two sides. One side they call liberal, which is supposedly looking forward to better things, being open and moving towards becoming better human beings, if you will. Why do I keep saying if you will? And then the conservatives, who want to move a little more slowly, they want to make sure that the next place that we move to is a safe place to move to. And in essence, both are needed. Otherwise, we run off into helter-skelter into our future without any concern. Or if we don't have the liberal, then we stay in the caveman days. At least here in America, we have both of those extremes. We have the caveman days, people that still grab women between their legs and go to war, and we have the people who care to rush forward and make everything better. And in actuality, both of them are missing the mark, if you will. Because what we actually need is a transformation of ourself, so that we have a perfect balance. A perfect balance, in case you wonder, a bird can't fly unless it has a left wing and a right wing. And if both of those are balanced perfectly, then the bird flies. If it doesn't, then the bird cocks this way or cocks that way. And in religion, it's all based on belief, on thought. And also, our politics are all based on knowledge and thought, and then belief thrown in. Here in America, it took 242 years, but finally the religious folks have taken over the government, and now we're a religious country. But if you take the time and you really care, then you'll talk to your friends, you'll talk to the people around you, you'll perhaps have conversation about religion and politics. And if you do, you're going to find a myriad of differences. So amazing that it will what's that old blow your mind. I don't know what that particularly means, but you'll see the tremendous distinctions that we each hold in both domains, in both contexts, if you will, the religious context and the political context. Both of those domains need to be transformed. The political groups, I'll speak mainly here in America because that's where I live, is a complete failure. Our government, the manner in which we govern, is a complete failure. It has been for, well, really since the beginning when Washington and Jefferson, as I've spoken earlier, owned 450 slaves between them. And they wrote about all men are created equal. And the religious people, right from the beginning, have been seeing if they can interject religion into the American society, so that they can tell the women what to do with their bodies or not what to do with their bodies, and control from the standpoint of some book that I think it's called the Bible. So as long as we live from those two contextual things, we will go to war, we will fight, argue, scream, holler, have our children killed in schools, all of the same things that we see happening now. So I'm suggesting here the answer is to take a close one, at politics and religion, and really look at it, really talk to many, many different people. It won't take you long, if you do it, to find out that politics is a completely insane thing. It's based on control of you. And if you look closely at religion, you'll find out that it's insane. It's based on control of you. So they're both the same things, and the dichotomy between them, the fight, if you will, between them, causes the wars, the killings, and the murders. I mean, in a perfect world, in a world where we could do what's needed, we would throw both of them out. End politics completely, end religions completely, because they're both based on belief. And then we would create a new world, a new planet. We would then create Earth in such a way that we would not have to train our children to live on planet Earth. We would actually create a planet Earth where our children would be safe to live on. You see? If we loved ourselves, if we loved our children, we wouldn't train and condition ourselves and our children, train them and us how to live in a world filled with violence. We would first negate, eradicate, remove the violence. Then you see we wouldn't need to teach our children what to do to assimilate or to live in a violent planet. Because we would already have cared for them, already have created a environment for them. Right now, we teach them about the environment. We teach them karate. We buy guns. We hide. We have locks. And you see all these advertisements on television for home locks and doorbell things. All because we lie, we steal, and we cheat. And the one thing that, just in case anybody's listening, the one thing that a liar, thief, and cheat will do, let me check this with you if you'll allow me to. The first thing they will do is say, I don't lie, steal, and cheat. It's them. So if you say that, then you'll know you're a liar, thief, and cheat. There's another way of actually knowing that about yourself, and that is if you are walking around on planet Earth today, because we've all been taught to lie, steal, and cheat. They tell us there's a Santa Claus and a tooth fairy it gets so ridiculous. They even tell us that there's a politician that tells us the truth. So, if you actually care about yourself, then you will hello, Cherry. You will step out and you will begin speaking with other people about politics and religion. Because behind the scenes, they are controlling your life. And both of them are fake. Both of them are a dream. Both of them invent a dream world in which we live. And we live inside of a dream world. The only thing that can manifest is confusion, is wars, is fighting. So perhaps consider taking a deep look within yourself. See if there's any residue at all left about belief in a Jesus or a God or a Muhammad or any of those things. If so, you live in a dream world. Perhaps take a deep look at politics. If you consider yourself a Republican or a Democrat or even an independent, then you live in a dream world, because they are all or both invented by knowledge, thought, and belief. The probability is, however, I just wasted 13 minutes and 30 seconds. Thank you for stopping by, Cherry Ramon. Good night, you guys. A perfect life is sent to each of you. I wonder how many of you will accept a perfect life for yourself. It's really simple. All you need to do is say, I accept a perfect life for myself.